here all night at this rate.
Right away, sir. We'll be right on it.
My rotten nowhere job, man. I can't stand this crap anymore.
Now, a muscle man like you should just be glad to have a job.
What? In the self-defense forces, they called me the Devil's Commando. I don't need to put up with this crap. Heba, you were on the Green Beret, one of the Supreme, the elite.
I like this job. Reminds me of the place I grew up.
You grew up in the States, right?
Hey, new guy, quit slacking off.
Huh? Oh, right, boss. Oh.
Yeah, just like the slums of L.A. Huh?
What the blazes? Heba! Speak to me! Huh?
Doctor, please hurry.
A success, despite how it began. We'll fly to the island first thing tomorrow morning.
Stop it! Sir, believe me, I didn't think it was possible. He's pumped full of truth serum, but he's still holding back.
Heba's not just any man. Green Beret, guerrilla war specialist, holds 64 decorations. Even now, no one has broken his record for solo missions. Resigned his commission early, the ultimate one-man army.
Why'd a guy like that give up his career?
It was on a mission in El Salvador. He was ordered to kill a civilian family, accused of being involved with the FMLN guerrillas.
Anyone who can kill a little girl without blinking is nothing but a cold-hearted butcher. I'm through with this! No more!
I'm sure you had a pleasant rest.
Takechi, so you've taken to impersonating doctors, huh?
You tend to pick up plenty of strays in that line of work. We decided you two needed your shots.
Well, we didn't. Now turn us loose.
The Americans are demanding your extradition for the killing of U.S. Army personnel.
But, sir, we really didn't have anything to do with that.
It looks like it, though.
What a load of crap.
I've a job for you, John Kyosuke Hiba. And for you too, Masami Furuo. We want you to recover the briefcase of the American woman who was kidnapped last night.
What was in the case?
With the decreasing possibility of nuclear conflict between the East and West, there has been a resurgence in the study of biological and chemical weaponry. BC weapons. With the new bacteria, it would be easy to blackmail an enemy country with the threat of infection. There are several nations who would pay dearly for such a BC weapon. Libya, Iran, Afghanistan.
You're really starting to get on my nerves! Now stop beating around the bush and get to the final point!
Patience. The case held a sample of a biowarfare weapon. The woman was one of the members of the project team that developed it. We believe it was stolen by Phantom.
Phantom? He's that new up-and-coming death merchant, right?
We want the virus back before it falls into the hands of an enemy. We want the woman back as well, preferably unharmed. I'm offering you $200,000 to do it.
Paid for by the Pentagon, right?
You don't have to know that. It's a generous offer.
Bull crap.
What?
That kidnapping was as fake as they come. She was conspiring with Phantom from the beginning. Anyone who goes in to rescue her will get set up and then bang!
So what makes you say that?
Look, you gotta face it. The Pentagon gave their sample to a female spy. It's like I said, Takechi. We aren't working for the government again. You got it? You think Furuo and I have forgotten how you guys operate? You start off with big promises, but once the job's over, you deny the whole deal for security reasons. So you can take your arms race in this Phantom and stick 'em where the sun don't shine.
We still want you, Hiba, despite that big mouth of yours.
Huh? You calling me a big mouth?
Take it to the woman.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you've been acting kind of weird. You nervous about taking this job?
I won't take any job from him.
Yeah, well, you better get used to eating that instant noodle soup.
Look, would you just lay off? I like this stuff, okay? So just shut up!
They said you'd give me 500 yen if I gave you this.
What is it?
What? Hiba!
500 yen.
Kyosuke.
Kyosuke. At least the way you say it hasn't changed.
Have I changed so much?
You're beautiful. It's been 12 years, hasn't it?
Yes, I think those were the happiest days of my life. It was for only 1 year, until the Magley family adopted me. But every day, we'd have so much fun, Yumi and Koto.
Yeah. I thought the three of us would be friends forever.
Is something wrong, Kyosuke?
Did Phantom order you to call me here?
No, I'm alone. I just wanted to see you.
Kathy, you weren't always a murderer. You were so noble, so brave, so kind.
I have my own sins to atone for, but...
Kathy, can't you see that Phantom is misleading you? Don't you understand? He's a death merchant. He collects weapons and intelligence from every nation and then sells it to the highest bidder.
You're wrong. I was misled, but it was by the Pentagon. If you just met Phantom, you'd understand.
I'll meet him, if only to show you the truth.
Kyosuke, aren't you even the least bit interested in what it was that I stole?
A new bacteriological weapon, right?
Production number A417, an HIV antiviral agent. An AIDS vaccine.
What? You're telling me you have a cure for AIDS? Oh, come on. If anything like that were to be developed, it'd be all over the news.
The Pentagon declared it top secret, and as a research assistant, I blatantly objected to it. But the Pentagon refused to allow its production.
Stay where you are.
Well, the boys from Langley.
You're sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong.
Dr. Catherine Magley, if you'd please come with us.
And you too, John Kyosuke Hiba.
I never particularly liked taking orders.
Going for your special little knives, Hiba? I'm sure you can guess what the outcome would be if you fought us.
Let me handle Kathy and Phantom.
Shut up!
Phantom's men! No, I'll come back. Just don't kill him.
Kathy!
When you meet Phantom, you'll understand. You'll even know.
Let me go, you morons! How long are you gonna leave me up here like this? What am I, spider bait? Come on!
Little stray dog. All bark, no bite.
Phantom, it's you.
That pathetic sense of righteousness you have has very little relevance in the real world.
It can't be.
Didn't I tell you about all I was going to do, John?
Makoto!
Kathy, I won't forget what you've done.
Makoto, the Phantom.
Now that you're feeling better, I trust you'll be getting back on the job.
You pit viper! You knew, didn't you? You knew about the three of us and dragged me into this!
In 3 days, Phantom will be holding an auction on his private island. Representatives from several third world nations will be bidding for the sample. He should keep Kathy alive that long, I suppose.
It looks like the last guest has arrived.
Great job. Return to base.
Roger. What? SAM, lunch! I can't shake it. Too late to pop a flare. Uncle Sam has returned. The guests are waiting.
He'll be here.
Heber, let's go. We're gonna end up as some crocodile's lunch.
There's no croc alive that ever want to eat you.
Unless you want to be croc food, drop the knife and come out real slow.
Good timing. Can you give us directions? Not gonna kill me this time?
The wine isn't poisoned, I assure you. John, you really have gotten strong. The fact you survived the knife I threw is proof of that. You're good enough to be my partner.
Join you? You gotta be kidding. I'd never join you. I'm here to take Kathy back.
For Kathy? Is that your battle, John? Such an insignificant thing to fight for. These are the countries who have made deals with the Phantom. The world I control through the power of money. John, you told me once your parents were killed by terrorists. Tell me, won't you consider joining me in my battle? the instrument of my vengeance.
I hate terrorists for the randomness of the murders they commit. You commit the same random murders, all for the sake of vengeance.
This is my battle to fight.
I'm taking Kathy back with me, Makoto.
Very well. We'll see if she wants to go. John says he wants to take you back, Kathy.
Makoto, can I speak with Kyosuke?
Very well.
Has Makoto been treating you well?
Kyosuke,
What?
please don't fight Makoto anymore.
Kathy? I was wrong. You haven't changed a bit since that time.
Kyosuke?
Let me guess. Did he tell you that he'd offer your vaccine to all nations after the auction was over?
Yes. He said that all AIDS sufferers should have equal access to the cure.
Kathy, don't you understand? You've got to realize that vaccine can be used as a weapon. A country which possesses an AIDS vaccine would be free to infect any enemy who doesn't have the vaccine with the AIDS virus.
Don't say that.
Phantom is a merchant of death. For money, Makoto would use anyone, even his own lover.
No, he isn't like that. Makoto really hasn't changed that much.
Kathy, won't you please come back with me?
I won't!
Kathy!
So, negotiations have broken down? John, I've planned a little show for you tomorrow. You, of course, will be the main attraction.
What's wrong, kid? That knife wound bothering you?
I honestly don't know what's going to happen to us. Years ago, the outskirts of LA was a slum inhabited by street kids. It was a city overrun with crime. You could climb a hill and see untold wealth in Beverly Hills. It was almost as if the streets were paved with gold. But everywhere you went, you saw families collapsing and runaway children who tried to escape them. These young runaways gathered together in small groups and lived on their own.
You were one of them.
After my parents were killed by terrorists, I joined them. That's where I met Makoto and Kathy.
Gentlemen, before we begin, I've arranged a little show for you. As you all must be aware, China has recently become well known for its high-quality weapon systems. All the participants are armed with the latest in Chinese weaponry. Our quarry will, of course, be live men. We'll be tracking their movements via hidden cameras located around the jungle area. Gentlemen, enjoy the show. The pursuers are carrying copies of Chinese automatic weapons. Just as effective as the originals, but much less expensive.
Hey, you! Drop it!
Son of...
Now then, gentlemen, we could proceed with the auction.
Kyosuke!
John.
A six-wheeled Chinese armored vehicle, a copy of the Renault VAB. That gun he's carrying can't possibly penetrate its armor. This should be our show's finale. It's over.
How'd you like that, Heber? Whew. Well, where'd you be without me, son? It's the Americans. Looks like the boys are gonna level the island.
Let's go, Fuduo.
Phantom is finished. All deals are off.
Finished? I've still one ace left to play. Once the island is razed to the ground, everyone will think that...
America alone possesses the AIDS vaccine.
That's true, I guess, but what good is that if you don't actually have it?
The power of BC weaponry doesn't come from their actual use. It's all about deterrence, what your enemies think you have. That's the primary purpose of A417.
Makoto, it's over. The Americans intend to destroy Phantom along with the vaccine. There's still time. Now drop the gun and come here, both of you.
Kyosuke.
Nothing's over.
Kathy, come over here right now. Kathy, listen to me. Kathy, How many times do I have to say it? Phantom is a death merchant. Using his own lover is nothing to him as long as money's involved. He led you on with promises that your vaccine would be available to every nation, only so that you'd steal it for him. He exploited your love for him. He used you, Kathy, for his own gain, and didn't even care. Isn't that right, Makoto?
Yes.
I'm no longer the John Kiyosuke Hiba you once knew. I'm the wandering stray, the dog soldier!
This blade has been dipped in poison, John. Are you really the same kid who couldn't use a butterfly knife? A knife duel? You really thought you'd kill me that way? John, you're dead, and I'll go on selling my weapons.
Makoto!
Before I kill you, though, I have something amusing to tell you. That AIDS vaccine that Kathy stole, it's a fake. Even Kathy didn't know. Unfortunately, the side effects it causes make it unusable for humans. A phony AIDS vaccine.
And you were planning to sell it, you scum!
Real or not, they'll pay for it. They'll pay. If only so that other countries will think they possess the AIDS vaccine. I sell the illusion of glory to countries, and they make me stronger. And by these means, I exact my vengeance.
This isn't revenge anymore.
What?
You're hooked on it. On the money and the power. You're nothing but a lapdog, a slave to your money.
Dying in a pool of blood and bile. A proper end for a stray like you.
Such good times together. I met you in Kiyosuke as an abandoned child. I've never been happier than when I was in that slum.
No, Kathy!
It's all right. You were both my...
God, no. Please, don't die. Kathy! Kathy! Makoto! You were strong then, but times have changed. You won't beat me now! Makoto.
The people who killed my parents were white men, like my father. My mother was Japanese, and because of that, the syndicate destroyed my father's business. My parents were destroyed by power of money. I swore that I would rule the world by that same power. That was to be my revenge.
Makoto.
Mission accomplished.
Bring him home, Captain.
Hey, what's with that plane?
Iba!
12 years. In those 12 years, what could have driven them both so mad?
Your